What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. It is trade deadline week, and today we're going to be doing an Oklahoma City Thunder realistic rebuild. But as the trades go on throughout the week, if there's going to be any trades, if there's going to be any major ones, as you guys know, we're going to be doing videos over them. Last year's trade deadline was quite eventful. I'm not sure if we're going to get as much of an eventful trade deadline. I do expect names like Aaron Gordon and Victor Oladipo to potentially be traded, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But like I said, today we are rebuilding the Oklahoma City Thunder realistically, because they're one of my favorite teams to rebuild, honestly, on 2K, because all those first round picks that they have. So if you guys enjoy this one, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, let's do this. Let's rebuild the Thunder. Let's bring them back to where they used to be. Roster. So the Thunder have already made a couple of trades. They traded Hamdi Diallo for Svi Mykhailiuk in a second round pick. I wasn't sure how I felt about that, because I felt like Hamdi Diallo was a pretty good piece for them, but they thought otherwise, and they traded for a second round pick and got Svi Mykhailiuk instead. And of course, they traded Trevor Ariza for Myers Leonard and a second round pick, I think it was, as well, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was a first. I don't remember for some reason, but regardless, Myers Leonard is on the roster right now, but as we know, he's not gonna be playing for the Thunder. I'm just gonna leave him here out of the rotation. It really doesn't matter. So honestly, to start things off though, to start this video off, we're looking at the rotation, obviously. And there's one thing I think that also is going to happen for the Thunder. I feel like George Hill is a player that could easily be moved, right? I mean, there's a lot of contending teams that could use a guy like George Hill. Al Horford, I feel like he's gonna have to wait till the offseason just because of how big his contract is, obviously. So Al Horford will probably be here for the rest of the season. But George Hill, I think, is an easy guy to predict that's gonna get moved at the trade deadline, potentially. He seems like a guy that should be moved anyway. So if we go ahead and throw George Hill out there, like I said, he could help any contending team, really. So, or the Thunder could just buy him out, because I believe he has a team option on the next year. So I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah, so we could trade him to Chicago for Christian Felicio and a second round pick and all. But if I can get, like a second round pick for George Hill, I'd be more than happy. And I feel bad for the Hornets, because they did just lose their rookie, obviously, LaMelo Ball, to a what was it, wrist sprain or something like that, or something along the lines of that. But we can get Wayne Ellington and a second round pick from the Pistons. I don't know why the Pistons want George Hill, so let's not do that. So I feel like the best thing was like the Chicago one, or probably the Hornets one, I guess, maybe to replace some guard depth for Charlotte, even though they already kind of have it, and maybe they want to make a push for the playoffs. So could do something like this, or we also could do the Bulls trade where we get Christian Felicio. So maybe we'll do the Bulls one, because I feel like the Bulls makes a little bit more sense. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the second round pick from Chicago, and we're gonna take on Christian Felicio's contract, even though he's gonna just walk in the offseason, so that doesn't really matter. But so we got a second round pick for George Hill, is essentially what I wanted to accomplish there. So Theo, Shea, Lou Dort, Isaiah Roby, Al Horford, Darius Bazley, Mike Muscala, Kenrich Williams, Myers Leonard is out of the rotation, like I said. So this is going to be our rotation for the rest of the season, essentially. So we also got Justin Jackson, Pekovsky, who I think gets minutes in real life, but I'll just leave it for now. So I'm going to go ahead and just submit the rest of the season, see how things finish out. And as we all know, we're gonna have a huge offseason ahead of us with all these draft picks we're about to have. LeBron James wins MVP. Speaking of LeBron James, man, LeBron's expected to be out for like a month or 3 weeks. Who is going to step up for the Los Angeles Lakers? If you're answering this question right now, who do you, or if you're listening to this question, who do you expect to step up? For me, I think it's going to be a mix of Kyle Kuzma and probably Dennis Schroeder. Montrezl Harrell is a mix in there as well. Caruso, Taylor Horton Tucker. There's a lot of guys that could just kind of fill in there. But obviously losing LeBron James and Anthony Davis is not ideal for a season. It just isn't. Like, you're going to have them back by the playoffs, but you might lose some seeding there. We'll have to see how that goes for the Lakers. But not that seeding matters for LeBron James, obviously, but All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, All-NBA third. Obviously, we were very trash. So looking at the player stats, let's look at how things went. 29.5 from Shea. So Shea had himself a damn year, and then everyone else obviously just kind of was here. So not that I wouldn't, talk much about, some of the guys that the Thunder have, but Shea definitely led the way. So let me go ahead and submit the playoffs, and let's see what happens here. So we got the Philadelphia 76ers Nets, and Philadelphia winning championship in 4 over the Los Angeles Clippers. So Joel Embiid is your finals MVP. Hopefully Embiid gets back as well. Looking at league meetings, we're gonna go straight to the draft lottery. So I gotta make sure the lottery works out fairly, because the Thunder tend to win this Rockets pick that always goes back to the Rockets if if it lands in the top 4, because the Rockets pick is actually top 4 protected in real life. So it could show us that we land 2 top picks here, which I could keep. But if I'm going to keep it realistic, if the Rockets pick falls into the top 4, it goes back to Houston. Man, I can't speak today. All right, let's see what happens. So we got the Thunder 4th pick, and we have the 6th pick. So actually, that pick did not fall into the top 4, so we get to keep it. So number 6 is staying with us, and we got number 4. So unfortunately, the Rockets don't get to keep their pick, but I'm not sure what else, what else is involved with that pick, that's all I know. I feel like the Rockets top 4 protected pick, that's all I know. Everything else with Detroit, Thunder, Miami Heat, or whatever, whoever else is involved with this first round pick, I have no idea. I'm just gonna keep it because why not? So we got number 6 and number 4. Love to see that. And then that's about it. So 2 lottery picks that could definitely help us out, man. Like I said, draft picks are so essential for your future and building if you can draft right. And obviously Sam Presti has inherited a lot of draft picks, so we're gonna make sure we hit on these. So let's go get a head scout, and then I think I'm chilling here. So I think I like what we have going on as far as the staff. I'm not gonna fire the head coach, brand new, so we'll keep him around, and he has some good ratings, so might as well keep him. So with the 4th and the 6th pick, we're gonna have to see. We could trade up here, but I'm just gonna hope somebody good falls to me. So at number 4, we're gonna be taking, let's see, so I'm hoping a potential guy falls to me. So Jalen Suggs went number 1, Evan Mobley went number 2, and Jalen Green went number 3. So I was hoping Jalen Suggs would fall to me at number 4, because I do draft Cade Cunningham a lot. I do. So I kind of wanted to mix things up and draft Jalen Suggs in this video, but unfortunately Cade Cunningham has fallen to me at number 4. So I could take him here, but I also could try to see if I can grab Jalen Suggs for the purpose of the video, just because I feel like I've seen some comments and people are tired of me just always drafting Cade Cunningham, which makes a lot of sense. I totally get that, but I don't know, man. It looks like my cards might be. Let me see if I can. Where did he get drafted to? Let's see what he got drafted to. We got the Wizards taking him. Okay, so let's go to the Washington Wizards real quick. And is Jalen Suggs showing up? He is, and they want the 4th pick and the 6th pick. So don't really want to give that up if I'm completely honest with you. So let's say I gave you the 4th pick, and also I gave you, not that I really want to trade anybody, but obviously they're not going to want Al Horford. Why would they want Al Horford? Theo. This is the best I can offer, really. Okay, they agree. So just like that, we traded Theo and we got Jalen Suggs. Like I said, I'm just trying to make the video different, not just always drafting Cade Cunningham, because I know that can get irritating. So Jonathan Kuminga goes number 4 to the Washington Wizards. So we get Jalen Suggs instead. So I feel like people will be happy about that, even though, like I said, Cade Cunningham is probably the better player for the Thunder to take. But I totally get Detroit gets Cade Cunningham, and I'm sure Crispy is just so excited about that. So with the 6th pick, we're going to be taking whoever's available, whoever's left. So no guards, hopefully, because we got kind of our backcourt of the future now with Jalen Suggs and Shea. So let's see what we got going on. So let's see, we got Scotty Barnes, Deshaun Nix, Keon Johnson, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, BJ Boston, Zero Williams, Greg Brown. All right, let's see what we want to take here. I think I'm going to take Scotty Barnes, small forward, 6'9". He averages 25 points at Florida State. So, or at least on 2K he does. So I think I'm gonna take Scotty Barnes. Why not? So let's take Scotty Barnes. That might have been a reach. I'm not really sure. I did watch him a little bit the other day, and he looked all right. So we got Jalen Suggs and Scotty Barnes out of this draft. I think that's a W. So we're gonna go ahead and draft both of them. Gabe Brown. All right, we have some second rounders we could accept here. So like Benedict Mathurin and Gabe Brown. Welcome to the team as well. Player options. We're gonna accept all of our young guys. Of course, Myers Leonard, we're declining. Roby, yeah, I'm accept everyone else out there. Qualifying offers, got Svi Mikhailuk. We just traded we just got him via trade, so I definitely would like to keep him. So we got Justin Jackson, Darius Miller, Christian Felicio. So let's see. Is there anything I want to do in free agency? Probably not. I feel like the best thing to do here is to get rid of Al Horford this offseason. So we got some young guys like Ty Jerome, Jalen Suggs, Shea, Benedict Mathurin. I wonder, I'd be fine with giving him some minutes at the shooting guard. Why not? We got Scotty Barnes and Lou Dort and Kenrich Williams as well. So we got some, things going to the small forward. We got Basley and Isaiah Roby. So the only thing that's kind of a big, gigantic hole for us right now, I would say, is the center spot, because we don't want to keep Al Horford. So Al Horford right now is essentially an expiring contract, because I believe the next year is a team option. So I feel like any team could literally just take Al Horford on and be like a contending team, obviously. So like the Celtics, I feel like wouldn't mind getting Al Horford back, but they wouldn't want to trade Marcus Smart for him. That makes no sense for them. So Grayson Allen in a first. I'm not sure Al Horford's worth a first or anything. You got Miami Heat offered me Precious. I would do that, but I don't feel like Miami would want to give him up for a 35-year-old Al Horford, so we're not going to do that. We got the Kings and a first-round pick, Mitchell Robinson. Lakers, Kyle Kuzma, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's not totally out of the realm of possibility, I guess. Probably not, though, because Kyle Kuzma has stepped up quite a bit. Steven Adams on the Pelicans. We could bring Steven Adams back to Oklahoma City, and then the Pelicans would at least get a center that could shoot more threes than Adams could. So I guess that's the most realistic trade I've seen so far, even though I'm not in love with it. So maybe we do this. It is a 2-year deal, 28. So it looks like we might be bringing back Steven Adams back to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is not totally crazy. And the Pelicans get a center who can at least shoot more threes, I guess, next to Zion. So sure, why not? I feel like that's the best trade that I saw out of that. That's going to work for both parties. So we got Steven Adams back in Oklahoma City. Welcome back, man. So obviously he's just going to stay here throughout his contract, or maybe even trade him next year. But regardless, we got an Oklahoma City veteran here. So you love to see it. So I think other than that, I don't really want to do anything. I think I'm chilling, bro. I think I don't want to do much. I mean, if I get some guys back on some qualifying offers, I'm so down with that. Jarrett Allen's going to go back to Cleveland because they are just so invested on getting rid of Drummond. So yeah, I don't think I want to do anything in free agency. I think I just want to continue to build through the draft for the Thunder and see what some of these young guys do, man. So Justin Jackson, Svi Mykhailiuk do get back, and then we got Shea, Jalen Suggs, Basley, Barnes, Lulu Dort, Steven Adams down to 79 overall, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and just simulate into season number 2, see what a backcourt of Suggs and Shea can do, and hopefully we're a much improved team next season. Morant's your most valuable player of the league, 51, 84, 35. Cade Cunningham, rookie of the year on the Detroit Pistons. Scotty Barnes, 6th man of the year on the Thunder. Okay, so yeah, he did come off the bench for us, and he averaged 18 points, so very good. I believe he comes off the bench for Florida State, if I'm not mistaken, from when I was watching that game, March Madness. I'm not a huge college guy. Like I said, I barely know what I'm talking about when it comes to prospects, but I believe Scotty Barnes comes off the bench for Florida State. I might be wrong about that though, because like I said, I just don't even know. But All-NBA first team, Ja, Luka, Giannis, LeBron, Embiid. All-NBA second team, you got Trae Young, Simmons, Jimmy, AD, Nikola Jokic, and then Steph, Devin Booker, KD, Kawhi, Karl-Anthony Towns. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. So we did make the playoffs. We're the 8th seed in the Western Conference, and that's actually really cool to see because like I said, we're a rebuilding team, and the fact that we were able to make our team look really good as far as getting to the 8th seed is a really good sign for the future, right? So we got Shea, we got Jalen Suggs, and we got Scotty Barnes, who all look very, very promising pieces for our future. So I love to see it. And you got Steven Adams with 12.5 points and 10 rebounds, so not too bad from him. Basley with 10, Dort with 8, Ty Jerome with 7, and Isaiah Roby 4-3. So yeah, looking good, man. Looking good all around. And now we get to play the Phoenix Suns. So they have I don't know how to say this guy's name. I know they just got upset by Loyola Chicago, I think it was. Or maybe it was a different team. I don't know. I just remember that I think he went to Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. Illinois, and I believe they got upset by, maybe it wasn't Loyola Chicago, maybe it was a different school, but whatever. They got upset regardless. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, DeAndre Ayton, Dario Saric, Cameron Johnson, Zeller, and Josh Hart. So let's go ahead and just simulate current round and kind of just see what happens. If we win, that's cool. If we don't, that's fine. So let's see. We are honestly, okay, so we get beat in 5 games. That's fine. We made the playoffs, and we at least got our young guys some playoff experience. That is always good to have. And Philadelphia wins back-to-back championship, and Ben Simmons this time is your finals MVP. And we lost to the eventual Western Conference champions as well, not to mention. So let's go to the offseason once again, because we have another good offseason ahead of us. I'm not really sure what our draft pick future is looking like this time, though. I don't think I can look yet. No, I don't think I can. Okay, so let's just look at the lottery and see if we have a draft pick, our lottery pick this offseason. We do, via the Los Angeles Clippers, so that's cool. So we do have a projected pick here from, I'm assuming, the Paul George trade, obviously. So let's see what happens as we went from 9-1, dudes. Let's freaking go, bro. Oh my goodness, that is honestly, like, you can't make that, you can't do it any better than that. Like, we just literally went from 9-1, and we have the 29th pick as well via the Suns. I think that's from the Chris Paul trade, right? Yeah, that's got to be. Okay, so wow, I am honestly just flabbergasted because you can't book that any better. If that happened in real life, we already know. We're like, you know, Mike Warzima's making videos about how rigged the draft lottery is, and we're signing our head coach back because he just got us to the playoffs, and I'm going to sign a new assistant. And then, do I have a good trainer still? I do not, so that definitely would have been something to take care of from the beginning, but I didn't see we didn't have one. So that's an L. That is definitely an L. I don't know where Randy Martin went, but hey, at least we got a B trainer to get, I think, 2 training camps. That's at least cool. We're not just gonna have just one. So wow, with this #1 pick, we can honestly do anything, but I think we definitely need a center out of, you know, pretty much everything. So Chet Holmgren makes like the most sense here, obviously, I feel like. So that's probably who we're going to take with this first overall pick, because we definitely need a big man. As much as I love Steven Adams, I don't think he's obviously the center of the future. So Chet Holmgren, welcome to Oklahoma City, my friend. You are going to be our new, I should have not simulated to the end, whatever. Okay, so we got Walker Kessler and we got Chet Holmgren. So we invested 2 picks at the center spot. I don't hate that. So welcome to the team, though. Player options, Darius Bazley, Lou Dort, and we're going to have all that going for us. Qualifying offers, we have Shea and Steve Luke are both free agents. So obviously this is going to be where Shea gets paid, and we're definitely going to pay him. So everyone else not too worried about. So Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, we're going to go ahead and just wait till we get an offer, and we're going to match whatever is offered to you. But you don't have an offer yet, so you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go ahead and offer you a contract of our own, because you deserve it, man. You deserve this max money. Throwing it at you. You've been great for us, and you just got us to the playoffs last season. So boom. So we got Shea and Jalen Suggs reunited again. We got Benedict Mathurin, who is up to a 77. Ty Jerome up to a 77 as well. Scotty Barnes, Lou Dort, and Kenrich Williams, 80 overall. Lou Dort, 83. Scotty Barnes, Bazley, Pukovsky, Roby, and you got Adams, Chet Holmgren. So Adams could essentially mentor Chet Holmgren for this season, and then he walks away. He does his duty for the Thunder once more, and then he's gone again probably. Or we could re-sign him. No, just to be there. It just kind of depends what Adams wants to do. So, all right. We got a 90 overall Shea, 87 overall Suggs, 82, 82, 81. This is looking beautiful, baby. This is looking beautiful. Adams down to a 77 overall, but that's okay. So this is looking awesome. I love the way this roster is looking. This is literally shaping into what I want it to be. So I don't know if we're going to be a championship season or a championship team this next season, but I think the season after that is where we're going to be really scary. Maybe I underestimated this team because already we're the first seed in the West. That doesn't mean we're going to win a championship, as we all know. If you've seen my luck in this game, sometimes it just, everything crumbles and we just don't, regardless of being the best team, you're just not the best team. You don't win the championship. So MVP, Trae Young, Chet Holmgren, Rookie of the Year, 23 and 11, made an immediate impact, 41% from 3, just absolutely amazing, obviously. Precious Achua, 6th Man of the Year. I think I finally said his name right, so I'm happy about that. Young offensive player, Deshaun Nix, most improved, and Nate McMillan, Coach of the Year. Tyler Jameson, executive. So I'll be our first team. I better see some Shea out here. Chet Holmgren does make an all-rookie team, but we have Luka Simmons, and we have Jalen Suggs, but no Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, so a little unfortunate, but it's all good. It's all good. So all defense first team and all defense second team, and then obviously, as we know, we saw Chet Holmgren, and that's looking good. So 55 and 27 on the season. We get to play the 8th seeded Los Angeles Lakers. Player stats, we had 28 from Shea, 23 from Chet Holmgren, 21 from Shea, and 15 from Scotty Barnes. So there's no wonder why Shea didn't really make an All-NBA team, because obviously he kind of took a backseat some of these other guys. So 12 or 13 from Pukovsky, who definitely joined the rotation, made an impact. Bazley, 8.7, Benedict Mathurin, 7, and then Lou Dort, Isaiah Roby. So looking really good. So let's go see Los Angeles Lakers. We got Devin Askew, Joshua Primo, not Promo. I don't know why I said Promo. LeBron, AD, Jordan Bell, Kyle Kuzma. There's no way this team beats us, right? I know it's LeBron and AD, but the team around him is not great. So winning game 1, we're up 1-0, so that's a good start. Game 2, we're up 2-0. Game 3, 3-0, and we sweep LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. But hey, we get to play the Pelicans, which is never fun, because the Pelicans always seem to be a damn super team in this game. Russell, DiVincenzo, Ingram, Zion, Hayes, Adrian Griffin, Kerry Lewis, Derrick Rose, Cam Thomas. So it looks like they didn't even keep Al Horford. So they must have, how did they, or wait, is this the next season? Yeah, this is the next season, isn't it? Never mind. Okay, so he's just gone. They declined his team option. So, all right, game 1, let's see what happens. Game 1 goes to us, so that's a good start. If we can beat the Pelicans, we can beat anybody. We can beat anybody if we beat the Pelicans. I don't care. 2-1, though. 3-1, and we beat them in 5. Yep, we're beating anyone. No one's beating us. No one is beating us. We just beat the Pelicans. GG's. Okay, so we got the Warriors. Sharif Cooper, Clay, Wiggins, Pascal, Wiseman, Greg Brown, Tristan Thompson, Jordan Poole, Zion Hart. There's so many people that roasted me for me trading Stephen Curry in that Warriors realistic rebuild, which I know is weird. It's so weird to think about now, but just think 3 to 4 years down the line, who knows what can happen, right? Like, nobody knows what's gonna happen. Why is everybody so mad at me for trading Stephen Curry? Anyway, he's not even here right now. He's not here right now, dude. All right, same like game 1. Let's see. We're up 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. I thought we were gonna go up 3-0. No, okay, not looking good. So Sharif Cooper and the boys are out here trying to pull off a little upset. Game 3 or game 5, and then we're up. We beat them, right? No, game 7. No game 7s, bro. Let's not do game 7s. Come on. We are in Oklahoma City though, so that's good. So game 7, let's take care of business, bro. Let's not do this. Let's not do this 2K. So we're blowing them out, and we beat them 114, 142, 42 and 12 from Jalen Suggs, and now I get to play the Super Team Nets. Kyrie Irving, James Harden, KD, Greg Brown, DeAndre Jordan, Jaden Springer. Wow, 88 overall, Jaden Springer. Not to mention Kofi Cockburn. What a last name. Claxton, Joe Harris, Landry Shamet, and Lou Williams. I'm so immature. Okay, game 1. Let's see what happens. We're down 1-0. So, game 2, we're down 2-0. So, all right, let's see if we can, maybe even this series back up, and let's see what, let's see what happens. So, let's go back up, please. Come on, 2K. We're down 3-0. Not good. Not good at all. So, down 3-0 to the Brooklyn Nets. Not looking good. Let's see if we can make this triumphant comeback from down 3-0 to win a game, and it was a struggle, but we won one game as Pekovsky was our leading scorer. So yeah, okay, what are we doing here, 2K? Come on, bro. Like, let me do this. Let's shrink the rotation to 8 players, and let's see if that's gonna make a difference. So Steven Adams was getting those last few minutes. All right, I feel like we should be able to maybe come back here. So one game at a time. Let's see if we can win game 5. Game 5 here. 44 points in the first quarter. We don't lose these. We don't lose that. We don't lose that. Why do we lose that? 152 to 134. KD 50 or Kyrie 51. Posted triple double. Kevin Durant had a triple double. We're not gonna talk about Kyrie Irving's 51 and 7 though. Come on, bro. The Brooklyn Nets going to win the championship. Kyrie Irving is your Finals MVP. So I think there's only one more thing left to do. One more season, and we call it good. We call it there. We give it one more year. We don't win. We don't win. So I'm assuming one more season. Hope for the best things to happen, and hopefully win a championship this time in season number 4. At the end of season number 4, we went 52 and 30, and here were the player stats: 24, 20, 18, 15, 15, 10. We got DR Johnson with the 4th pick in the draft as well. By the way, the Clippers pick fell to us again, obviously because of the Paul George trade. But yeah, I'm just here to see what happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and simulate playoffs. I want to sit back and just hope the Thunder win the championship here. So let's see. We are up 3-0. We sweep them. Good start. 3-1. Let's go. That's what I wanted. That is what I wanted, and we win this damn championship. Let's go. We should have won it last year. But we won it. So Chet Holmgren, Finals MVP, and that's what I'm talking about. This was the final roster put together. What an absolute domination of a super team. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.